Is anybody home? That probiotic pill you're taking, does it even work? Are probiotics healing your gut, or are you wasting your money? Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Krystosik. And although I was very quiet and whispering that little note to you, I'm going to be very loud right now and explain to you if you've ever reached for a bottle of probiotics hoping it's going to fix your bloating and your gas and the digestive issues you're suffering with, well, you're not alone. Probiotics are everywhere. They're on store shelves, in pill forms, in yogurt and fermented foods, and they're in endless online ads promising miraculous healing of the gut. The real question is, do they actually work? Or are they just being sold as a scam that won't deliver the results that we expect? Today, I'm going to uncover the truth about probiotics, the good, the bad, and the misunderstood. By the end of this video, you'll know whether probiotics are right for your gut, which ones to use, and if there's any proof that they do any good for your gut so you can use them effectively. First, let me give you a quick overview of what probiotics are. Probiotics are live microorganisms, mostly bacteria, that are intended to provide health benefits when consumed. They're supposed to help balance your gut microbiome, the community of trillions of microbes living inside your digestive system, inside your gut. You know, a healthy microbiome supports digestion. It helps nutrient absorption, immune function, and even mental health. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. Not all probiotics are created equal, and not everybody needs them. Many people taking probiotics thinking they're a cure-all for their digestive comfort, yet most of the time they see little, if any, results. Well, that's because probiotics are strain-specific, meaning different strains are for different things, and your gut is unique to you. And so if you're not taking the right strain, it probably won't work. Well, what helps one person might do nothing for another person. And that's why I never guess. I test to find out what type of bacteria are living inside your gut and which ones might be missing and which strains of harmful bacteria or other microorganisms may be causing your symptoms. Now, let me break down for you when probiotics really help. There's a lot of solid evidence that probiotics can be beneficial for certain conditions. For example, antibiotics associated diarrhea. Taking probiotics after a course of antibiotics can help prevent gut imbalances. Certain types of irritable bowel syndromes are helped with some strains of bacteria like Bifidobacteria infantilis and Lactobacillus plantarum. Well, they've been shown to help to reduce bloating and discomfort. In specific infections like Clostridium difficile, certain probiotics like Saccharomyces boulardii can help reduce the recurrence incidence of these harmful microorganisms appearing inside your gut and causing havoc. But here's what most people don't realize. For general gut health, probiotics may not permanently change your gut microbiome. You see, they tend to colonize temporarily, meaning they can provide a short-term boost, and that's where food and lifestyle comes in to take over and fix the problem permanently. Now, if the underlying issues like a poor diet or chronic stress or hidden food sensitivities aren't addressed, well, the benefits may be minimal or short-lived. And that's why a lot of people feel like probiotics don't work for them. It's not that probiotics are useless, it's the root causes of the gut problems aren't being addressed. Now, if you want real, long-lasting improvement in gut health, first of all, you need to get a stool test, the right stool test, analyzed by the right lab to find out the details about what's living inside your gut, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then you have to focus on diet and supplements and lifestyle and stress management and identify food sensitivities and probiotics that are going to help to get rid of those harmful bacteria and repopulate the beneficial bacteria that you found that you needed when you did the stool test. Now, probiotics alone won't fix a damaged gut lining, that's for sure. Next, let's talk about the potential downsides. For most healthy individuals, probiotics can be safe, but some people experience bloating or gas or digestive discomfort when they start them because they introduce them too quickly, especially if they have SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, where the bacteria is growing in the small intestines and it should be very little, if none, inside the small intestines. People with compromised immune systems can develop infections from probiotics, and that's what research shows. And not all over the counter probiotics are high quality. Many contain low doses of strains that aren't very well researched. So, how can you make probiotics work for you? Well, here are some practical tips that you can take to the health bank. Once again, test, don't guess. Work with an experienced functional medicine physician who uses lab tests that are scientifically proven. Over the years, I've tested 1,000 patients' stools using the best labs in the country for reliable results. I research 2 hours a day, minimal, studying the microbiome and health related topics to the gut. I go to health conferences on a regular basis, and I research which strains have evidence for specific gut issues. And so it's important to understand you should pair probiotics with prebiotics, foods like garlic and onions and asparagus and bananas that are green for sure, because green bananas have been shown to help to repopulate the beneficial bacteria. They're food for the beneficial bacteria. We call them prebiotics. And if you have gut issues, you need to talk with a natural medicine physician, because if you introduce these prebiotics even too soon, you could have a whole bunch of symptoms that occur, like bloating and gas and other kinds of uncomfortable things like cramps inside the gut. And you don't want to have that happen. So get some good advice. Make sure that probiotics are right for your current symptoms. And if you don't, you can make things worse by taking them. Now, here's the most important point. You got to address the root causes. And remember, I said get a stool test and a delayed food allergy sensitivity test that will enable you to personalize your diet and the probiotic supplements that you might take. And by the way, I like to take probiotics for my patients. I like to have them take them for just short periods of time, maybe up to 3 months. And then I rely on fermented foods, because food is your best medicine. So fixing your diet and your lifestyle, making modifications to both of them is most important. You got to reduce sugar and reduce processed foods, refined carbohydrates, and even these alcohol sugars and these artificial sweeteners. You got to manage stress and heal your gut lining. That's what we call the leaky gut. And always remember that probiotics are only one of several things you need to do to sustain the healthy lifestyle and permanent solution for your gut health problem. And consistency matters. Taking probiotics regularly as directed by your physician, and don't expect permanent results from taking probiotics. Remember, the gut is very complex and it needs specific attention. So there's no one single supplement can replace a healthy lifestyle. So diet, lifestyle, mindset, all these things play an important role in healing your gut and restoring your health. Think of probiotics as a tool in your toolbox, not the whole toolbox itself, but just one of the tools. By combining probiotics with a diet that's rich in fiber, fermented foods, and anti-inflammatory nutrients, along with getting a good night's sleep, 7 to 9 hours of sleep, exercising on a regular basis, and stress management, you could give your microbiome the environment it needs to thrive, survive, and help to heal your gut. So, are probiotics really helping your gut? Well, they can, but only when they're used correctly. When the right strain and the right context of a healthy lifestyle, you can see some amazing results. If you're struggling with digestive issues and haven't seen improvement, it may be time to dig deeper and work with a functional medicine doctor who can identify which microorganisms are living inside your gut, which ones are missing, and help you to identify hidden food sensitivities. These are delayed allergies. They're much different than the typical allergy test that's done by a allergist. They're just testing for immediate reactions. I'm talking about delayed food sensitivities. You got to reduce inflammation and you got to correct nutrient imbalances. That's again why I don't guess. I do a test for 31 different nutrients and micronutrients to see if my patients have low or inadequate levels of the basic nutrients that help to heal the body. And I'd be delighted to help you if you're interested. I encourage you, be sure to check out the many testimonies of patients of mine who had serious chronic diseases. but they were cured with natural medicine, and even though that drugs and surgery failed. So, my friends, if you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with somebody who's confused about probiotics. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get daily tips on gut health, functional medicine, and natural ways to heal your digestive system so you can become independently healthy. Until next time, ciao for now.